Sugar Buggers, welcome back to the channel for a brand new Create a Sim. So today, you guys, we are going to be creating the Kraft household. This particular family has been in the works for about a week and a half now, and what I mean by that is I have created several different versions of these Sims, and none of them fit the vision that I had in my head until now. Seriously, ever since Nifty Knitting came out, I've been thinking about a family that I wanted to create surrounding it, and I haven't been able to come up with very much just because Create a Sim lacks so freaking hard. It's kind of hard to get inspired by that pack alone. So I've actually used a total of 3 packs, surprise, surprise. The first one is the base game, which I do consider a pack. The second one is obviously Nifty Knitting here and there, but not everywhere because we really don't have a lot of items. And then last but not least, I am using cats and dogs just because there is a cat in this household. But primarily, this family is base game. So if that's all you have, technically, that's all you need. We're also going to dive into the backstory. If you guys don't know, I create a backstory every single time I do these videos, and this one is a little more heavy into the feels, so you can read the description just to kind of get a gander what it's about before I actually start reading it off to you. So if you're ready, let's dive in. Martha and Herald have been married for over 45 wonderful years. Now well into their 70s, they are both retired. Martha sells her knits on Plopsy, while Herald, a former professor, spends his days tinkering in the shed and helping their granddaughter Makenzie with her classwork. Life right now for the Kraft family couldn't get any better. It wasn't always so perfect though. About 7 years ago, Martha and Herald lost their daughter suddenly. Due to the fact that she was a single mom and Mac's dad isn't actively in her life, the city of Willow Creek had no choice but to put Makenzie in foster care. What now felt like 2 losses, Martha and Herald were devastated. For 6 months, they fought hard for Makenzie until finally the judge agreed it was in Mac's best interest to be raised by her family. Now that they had their granddaughter back, they were never letting go. Makenzie is almost 13 now, and her grandparents' influence is evident. She's smart, outgoing, creative, and witty, and her favorite thing to do is to draw pictures of her mommy. Even though it has been years, her memory will never fade. And that, my friends, is their backstory. We'll talk a little more about their personalities kind of as we go through the rest of the Create a Sim, but I also wanted to hone in on the actual process itself because, like I said, I kind of limited myself to like 3 different packs, but realistically, I only used 2, but even more realistically than that, we're basically using the base game because other than Martha using the hell out of the freaking boots that come with Nifty Knitting, pretty much that's kind of all we used. And obviously this hair, which I think is freaking stunning. Out of the 2 hairs, I gotta say this one in particular is definitely my favorite. Although I love the 1950s bob, I feel like it just does something to my Sims that I really don't like. I don't know how to explain it, but I do like the hairstyle. I just don't know if it's something I feel like is going to be an everyday or an essential or whatever the situation is. Anyways, right now we're trying to find an outfit for Martha. Remember, I wanted to kind of keep it in the realm of Nifty and knitting, so finding something that kind of fit the vibe was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Now, the real challenge was being able to like transcend that aesthetic through all freaking 6 categories or however many we have. And like I said, at the end of the day, I definitely think I did really, really well. So for the first outfit, that was with the update. So that was like the whole like freelancing career thingy that was introduced to the game not that long ago. Another thing that this kind of limitation of packs forced me to do was also get to know the base game a lot more. Lately, I have been doing base game +1 or base game +2 if there's a pet involved, and I really like this way of creating things because it allows me to get to know the catalog a lot better, because believe it or not, like there are so many things in the base game that I didn't even know that we had. A swatch can entirely change an outfit, and you'd be surprised with how many cool things you can create just with the base game itself. So again, these boots are a lifesaver. I feel like they really saved my aesthetic. Again, we're gonna go and slap on boots for every single one of these outfits. I kept her makeup very minimalistic. I feel like Martha is a huge fan of a red gloss. Speaking of gloss, my glossifier, you guys, yes ma'am, turns my lip kits and any lipstick into a gloss. So if there's something in game that you like and you want to make it glossy, you want to make it poppin', definitely check out my glossifier. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll link the video in the description down below. The only outfit I definitely feel like I struggled with Martha is this one in particular. I really wanted to use this tank top. I feel like the two tank tops that we have available to us are very like youthful, and everything else is locked, and I don't know how to unlock these items in Create a Sim unless I actually like create them like myself and level up through the skill. So even winter wear was a little bit of a hassle until it dawned on me, Jen, if you remove the tab you'll get a lot more options. And then I decided, well, maybe I'll just use like one of the masculine items as well. And that's another way that you can kind of extend your catalog and get more options when it comes to outfits, is also don't forget to remove those tags, because sometimes when you're going through, especially if you're in a pinch, you'll kind of overlook the fact that there are so many different options that don't fall underneath that category. So for the last outfit, we are pretty much tying it up, and that is Martha's winter outfit. I think she is so freaking cute. She is such a vibe. Also, she does have the brand new knitting aspiration. Ooh, I forgot to tell you, there is a custom trait that basically supports the whole knitting thing. And I think it's called like Knit Lover, and basically Sims that are knit lovers or whatever the situation might be. Hold on a second. I'm home alone, so I hear things. I'm getting kind of scared. I'm getting scared. I'm a whole like 30 freaking 1 years old and I still get scared. I'm serious though. It's wild out there. Anyway, long story short, as I was trying to tell you before I got all freaking interrupted and whatnot, the custom trait that I'm talking about gives your Sims who possess it a little extra boost. They learn the knitting skill faster than the average Joe and that type of a thing. Another item, if you're interested in, that I'll link in the description. And so here is my sweet Makenzie. I absolutely adore this little one. Another thing that is so important to me when I'm creating Sims is their aesthetic. I love for all of them to kind of match and like complement each other. So if you noticed her everyday wear, although super duper cute, it doesn't fit the vibe. So I do go back and kind of change that a little bit. Makenzie has many styles. I don't really think she has like a favorite color. Some of my Sims do, but she really doesn't. She just honestly just likes all the colors of the rainbow. She's just very playful, very vibrant, and she does have a little bit of a nifty knitting aesthetic, but also most importantly, she's just Makenzie, you know, like she's such a sweet girl. I actually really like this cardigan too, by the way. I can't remember where this hair came from, but I feel like this was also in a recent update, because I know that did not come with the base game. So I'm wrapping up her aspiration and her traits, and then we're moving in to, I believe, the last and final outfit, which is going back and correcting her everyday wear. I think I actually ended up switching the two outfits, or maybe I just changed it in general. I love the biker shorts with the skirt, and if you're noticing those little black flashes, that's my bad. Just ignore it. Girl was having a whole complex, okay? Anyways, last but not least, we are creating the last member of the family, and this, my friend, is Stitches. Martha actually took him in when he was a kitten because he was a stray in Brindleton Bay. Anyways, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this Create a Sim here. If you want to download this family, they will be on the gallery at Gen2606. And with that said, I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, you know what to do. Don't forget to go ahead, comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below where the sun does not shine, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.
I've been watching lately, moving left to right, got me going crazy under these neon lights. And I don't really do dancing, but baby I don't care, cause there's something about you, and I want it.